How do you do, GPot crew? It's your naughty buddy here. And finally, we are here reviewing Loki, Season 2, Episode 1, Ouroboros. Ouroboros. That name always triggered me because I didn't even know how to pronounce it when I was reading it. So it's nice to hear what it finally sounds like. But I'm going to get into that in just a second. Before we get started on this, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you haven't checked out my Ahsoka review, go check that out if you watch the newest, or the first season, or the series, however you want to look at it. Make sure you guys go check it out. Now, for those that are wondering, what's this format? You're not doing the whole series? No, because I actually did the Ahsoka series because back in the day, whenever an episode would drop, it would drop early in the morning. And I thought, well, since I'm missing out on getting it early in the morning because my life has changed, I'm going to the gym, I'm not home as much as I used to. I barely play video games, and boy, my shows got sacrificed. I literally had to, I watched the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka when they first came out, then I waited until the last episode was out to do my full review of Ahsoka. But now we're here with Loki, and people might be like, well, aren't you just going to wait for all of Loki to come out? And no, there's a reason why for that, and, well, I don't know if it's clearly known without that light glaring on me, but there's a reason why I'm excited for this new season of Loki. But before we get started on this, I want to go ahead and put this out there. There is going to be major spoilers. I'm going to talk about a lot of things that are going to happen in these episodes, what I might think might be happening, predictions. If you don't want to be spoiled for Loki or what might potentially be things down the road, depending on how much you believe me, then you may want to come back after you've seen this episode of Loki, or maybe even upcoming things if I'm predictably right, which probably not, but it's exciting to wonder and think. So I haven't really been paying attention to anything on Disney Plus or paying attention to any shows that really got me hyped up, and you may be wondering why Loki. Well, again, spoilers for anything that's coming up, so make sure you guys are clicked off. If you just want to know how I feel, I'm excited. First episode, I feel like it's just opening up doors. It's not really leading into anything in particular. I think it's just setting us up for something big happening. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and that self. So with that being said, I've already said the spoilers. You guys are aware. If you clicked off, good. If you haven't, awesome. I appreciate being here for my review. So I want to get into why I feel this is going to be something quite special, I should say. Ain't that right, Miss Minutes? Yeah, you keep dancing there. You're under some mischief. I know for that for a fact. Anyway, but the thing is the TV's basically under attack. Time is splitting, and one of those timelines is potentially another universe altogether that does not have what we have in MCU, but rather has other universes that are just crazy madness, which is considered another universe that, again, I'm going to get into it. A lot of people are like, oh, scandalous. He's already bringing it up. He's too excited. And we'll get to that in a second. What I want to get into is how cryptic things feel. At the end of the episode, if you notice, there's a bunch of sticky notes on the screen. And I went through all of them. And there's a lot of depictions of calendar, time, variants, of course, and the split of timelines and just fabricated words that I've seen before, but I cannot pinpoint where I've seen them. Broken jazz, the phonetic. There's a lot of things in there that I'm really excited to find out about. But here's my thing. For those that don't know or don't know, the rumor mill out there is that Mobius, a.k.a. Owen Wilson in the show, is going to be in another movie. And this leads me to believe that we are seriously going to see some severance or shatterness where this comes from. So right now in the show, the TVA is dealing with time slips, with broken time. They don't want to prune anymore because they feel like they're killing people that have lives, that because everyone else was a variant no matter what. There was no unholy timeline, which this is all setting up for something grander. But the reason why this is a big deal is the rumor mill is that in Deadpool 3, yes, Deadpool 3, I'm talking about the Fox universe, TVA, Owen Wilson's Mobius, is going to be in it. And a lot of people are going to be saying to me, hey, what is that aspect for you? Well, for those that know me, I'm one of the biggest Deadpool fans. Huge. If it's not aware from my channel, all this stuff I've done for Deadpool and everything on there, then clearly you're not one of my, I don't want to say fans, but not one of my really hardcore fans. And there's just some people that are fans that just don't like Deadpool, and I get it. But that brings me into the whole idea of this is opening up the door to the time splitting off into much crazier ways. So the reason I bring this up is Ouroboros is the character you see in the show, played by, and I can't think of the actor's name, but he was in that movie Everything Everywhere Always at Once, as well as he was in Indiana Jones in that Temple of Doom, which one of my favorite characters there. But his name is Short Round in there. And then I'm just so happy to see him part of the cinematic universe, but part of Loki. He's a very unique character that in the comic books, Ouroboros is actually a group of people that I think it was the Agents. I don't have the information up on the screen. I don't want to pull it up. I think they were called the Agents, and they were called something. It wasn't something I was really deep into the lore of. It was just something that was something mentioned or put into my brain at one point in my life. But when I do these reviews, I can go and pull things I may have forgotten, but I'm like, I just want to go in depth into things I really grasp onto now, because back then I could just pull things from air, and if I couldn't find anything, I'll just try to remember something, or at least I knew exactly where to search for it because I was familiar with the storylines and things of that nature. There's things in here that I don't remember, and that's okay. What's making me search for is anything that is going to hint at the Fox universe, because we are going to have the Fox universe. Let's just cut Deadpool out of the whole situation. I know everyone's like, oh, you want to bring up Deadpool, and yes, I do, but I want to bring up how this is going to be key in bringing in the Fox universe, and at the same time, it's also going to be very detrimental to how the MCU is going to change. And based on what I've heard, Kevin Feige is putting all his eggs in one basket and putting everything into Deadpool, because Deadpool is going to be the fragment that's going to bring in all things together, and it's going to open the doors way more widely, and this could be the connection to that. Of course I'm looking for clues. Of course I'm looking for details that are going to bring up anything that might be Deadpool related, Marvel related, or Fox Marvel related. So yes, I'm excited. And yes, this is why I'm excited also that Disney Plus decided to take it away, where they would drop the episodes at 4 o'clock in the morning. And now they're dropping at 9 p.m. that afternoon, which means that I could still go to the gym, do everything I need to do, come home, do what I need to do, and then go to bed, and just miss out on sleep on Thursday nights. Now, of course, October 26th to the 27th is when the new Five Nights at Freddy's comes out, so I'm going to have to actually do double duty that night. Luckily, I'm taking that Friday off, so I will be able to do my Loki review. We're going to do a full lore digging when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, and then, of course, I'm going to do my review. So there's 3 videos, essentially, you're going to happen the weekend of October 27th leading into Halloween. But that also brings me into the bigger aspect of why I'm actually putting time into Loki instead of doing all the episodes at once. My thing is this. You guys know I'm hardcore fans. There's my trifecta in my channel. There is Deadpool, there is Boba Fett, and there's Sonic the Hedgehog. Red, green, blue, or, but however order you want to go to. And Deadpool is the key there. Deadpool, I love. I'm excited for the new movie to come out. I hope they put some time and love into it. And time is key. And if Loki is part of setting that up, then there is possible chances of clues. Now, everyone's told me, okay, you're probably not going to get Deadpool in it. Yes, I know I'm not going to Deadpool. One of my friends, JD, said, hey, maybe you'll get Ryan Reynolds' voice at the end of the last episode, and then it's just going to fall apart like, oh, look who's here, Deadpool. Bam, and they're not even going to show him. It's just a voice. And I'm going to say this. Even if that happens or not, I'm okay with it either way. My thing, and what's making me want to watch these episodes, is those little key things that could be in the background, that could be in the credits, that could possibly lead into something where they go. Because a prime example, if you remember the shoe in She-Hulk that was the Deadpool shoe, that was something that I missed, and I hated myself for missing that. And once everyone pointed out to me, I felt like you need to do some more digging, especially if it's something that connects so fondly to Deadpool. There is a possibility of those little Easter eggs to be found, and I want to be those ones to find those Easter eggs, because I feel like it's a part of my duty as a hardcore Deadpool fan to say I found this within something that is going to connect in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Fox Universe. Did I see it in this episode? No. but I didn't expect it to actually happen this quickly. But this is also why I'm doing this, is because I want to set up a format of what I'm going to do when it comes to making these episodes. So I'm going to try to situate things. This light's glaring for some reason. I might have to get some lights to set up things. But the next few weeks are going to be just madness crazy. So it looks like you guys are getting content every week, since I know the episodes now drop at 9 o'clock at night, which means I can come home, watch the episode, and do this review. So what do I think of Loki so far? Or should I say Loki Season 2? I loved Loki Season 1. I'm excited for Loki Season 2. Sylvie, I'm intrigued on where this is going to go with her. And at the same time, how Mobius and Loki really connect in these things, especially since Mobius apparently is the only one that's going to show up in the Deadpool movie or the Fox universe to lead into that. So I want to know what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy the episode? I truly did, but I can't put it up high there right now because I think they're just trying to leave us ready for what's about to come. And it was only like a 50-minute episode. And so I think it's just setting us up for something big and explaining the whole time frame thing to make it a little more cohesive to those that may not understand what's going on. And even for myself, things are crazy. We don't know where they're going. We don't know where the next steps are. I know where it's going. For those that are hardcore fans and paying attention to all the rumor mills and things like that, we have a grander idea of what's happening. So now I can't wait to see how it's all going to intertwine, because we have the end scene from Quantumania that pulls from Loki. We have anything that could possibly pull from the Fox universe. Then we also still have Loki and his connection with his brother or anything like that, if they ever try to intertwine that. I don't know. I just really, really crave more of this, and I wish they would have dropped 2 episodes like they did with Ahsoka. But I feel like the reason they're not doing that is because they know Loki can hold its own ground, and people are going to be excited for this because there's so much love for the first season of Loki. Boy, I hope you guys knock it out of the park. But at least, if you're not going to really put too much time to it, at least leave us those breadcrumbs. At least leave me those breadcrumbs. I want to know what you guys think. Did you enjoy episode 1 of season 2 of Loki? Comment below. Don't bring in no hatred. I know if you don't like Deadpool, awesome. If you love Deadpool, awesome. Let's all bring some love. And just be realistically reviewing this. Don't review it because it links or possibly could link to something else. Again, first episode wasn't that great. I may not get the breadcrumbs I want, but I still want to know what's going on here and be ready for what's about to come as a bigger thing, as Secret Wars, Deadpool, and the reign of Kang happens. I don't remember the name of the Avengers movie. Avengers Kang Dynasty. That's it. Kang Dynasty. We're getting there. I don't know how it's going to put in. Are they going to bring it in quickly, or are we going to have some simmer moments? They've been force feeding us way too much Marvel. Let's hope this Loki season is really good. As always, I'm Putty with GPot Crew. You know what we do. You could check out one of these videos right here that my head is probably blocking too, or playlist right here. I'll get things together with the camera, guys. I'll get things together with the edits. But I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy this playlist or video. Probably playlist. I'll see y'all later. Peace.